Hi, boys and girls, it's Mrs. Batliner, and I'm here to read you another story. Our story today is by Mercer Mayer. What a great name. And the title of our story is Just So Thankful. So think about what it means to be thankful. In your head right now, get one thing you are thankful for. Mercer Mayer not only is the author of this story, but he is also the illustrator. And what he does is in his illustrations is he hides some characters, and you'll find those characters on each and every page, or almost each and every page. So I want you to take a look at this picture, and I want you to put it in your brain. And I want you to see if you can find the two critters that he continually adds to his illustrations. Here is our title page, but it also is our dedication page because the title is Just So Thankful by Mercer Mayer, but it's for Justini Weenie McNair. So he is honoring Justini Weenie McNair in this book. Today, Mom took little sister and me to the toy store. I wanted to buy this cool scooter called the Super Streak, but my piggy bank didn't have enough money. Why don't you just pick something else, said Mom. But I only wanted the Super Streak. So unfair. So have you ever, boys and girls, gone to the store and really, really, really wanted something, but then when you go to pay for it, you find out that you don't have enough money? That's what's happening to little critter today. So there he is with his bank. All right, take a look at the cashier. Does that cashier look like he's pretty happy? He doesn't, does he? Take a look at that scooter. Do you think that scooter is expensive? Cost a lot of money? Or do you think it is inexpensive and doesn't cost that much money? All right, I'm going to give you a hint. The characters that he hides are holding some coins. Do you see them? Little sister asked if I wanted to play tea party with her new tea set. But I told her, leave me alone, because I was still so mad. Mom said she didn't know why I was mad, because I have lots of other toys. Have you ever felt so mad when one of your siblings asks you to play and you just don't want to play because you're so mad? There will always be things you want but don't have, little critter, she said. What's important is appreciating what you do have, like a family that loves you. Oh, boys and girls, that's a big word, appreciate. Do you know what appreciate means? Yeah, it means being thankful. Like you should be thankful for the things that you have and not want all these other things. All right, I'll give you a hint about the little critter. Look in the bag. On our way home, we saw a boy moving into the biggest house in our whole neighborhood. And guess what he was riding? Boys and girls, take a look at the front window, the passenger side. What do you think he was riding? The Super Streak. He had the most toys I'd ever seen in my whole life. I wish I had so many toys. So wow, take a look at all the toys he has. Look at the moving van. It's like all stuffed with everything. Look what the hippopotamus is carrying. He's got skis. There's a go-kart. My gosh, there's so many things. Do you think that the new neighbor appreciates the things that he has? That's something to think about. The new boy didn't take the bus to school like my friends and me. He got driven in a limousine. Whoa, have you ever been driven in a limousine before? Yeah, they're pretty exciting. What is the short name for a limousine? Because limousine, that's hard to say all the time. What's a short way that we can say that? Yeah, limo, a limo. Hey, take a look at the sidewalk. I can see the little critters there. The ones that Mercer Mayer hides. He told us his name was Holden Harrison III, but that we could call him HH. Then he showed us his cell phone. He's the only kid in school with his very own cell phone and a name that's just 2 letters. Wow, HH, I said, you're so lucky. Do you think little critter appreciates the things that HH has? Or do you think he's jealous of them? Those are 2 totally different words, jealous and appreciate. HH invited my friends and me to come to his house for a sleepover. We went swimming in his gigantic pool. Boys and girls, what does gigantic mean? Yeah, it means very big. So if you are writing a story and are talking about something very big, you can use that word gigantic. That's a great writing word. Look at the butler. He looks so funny. All right, take a look at the alligator snorkel. What do you see? It's a hidden critter. And we watched a movie on this great big TV. We made a mess with the popcorn and the candy and the sodas, but the maid said it was okay. She cleaned everything up. Oh, boys and girls, do you think it was fair that the maid had to clean that mess? I don't think it's fair. But then some people may say, well, that's her job. I agree. But if we don't appreciate other people's help, we get into bad habits of just being so messy. Take a look at the soda can that's tipped. Take a look at the alligator. Can you see my creepies? And in the morning, there was this big breakfast just for us. Wow, HH, I said, you're so lucky. You get the prize in every cereal box since you don't have to share with anybody. So look at the octopus goats. So good. It says, hey, look under, free prize. And then I can see some choke puffs, some Critterberry Crunch. That's a lot to eat for breakfast. Can you find the little critters being hidden? He's got such a big house. Look, it looks like the tree is going right over the house. And it looks like one of the windows is part of the tree. It's pretty neat. On the way home, I told Mom about all the fun stuff we did at HH's house. Why don't you invite HH to our house? Mom asked. But he might get bored since we don't have so much cool stuff to play with, I said. Mom just smiled and told me to invite him anyway. Yeah, so sometimes if we don't like the things that we have at our house, sometimes we don't want to invite others over because maybe you may think that they won't like it there because there's not a lot of things. All right, take a look at the card. Can you see the hidden critters? When H came over, we played football. The dog chewed up one of his new sneakers and got mud all over him. But he didn't care. He said he always wanted a dog. So look at that mud. Does it look like they're having fun? Yeah, so look, they don't need this gigantic pool to be swimming in to have a lot of fun. Look, they're in the mud and they're having a good time. Oh, look at that dog. Boys and girls, do you have a dog that chews some of your things? Yeah. Why wasn't H mad at the dog? Yeah, he wasn't mad because he said, oh, I've always wanted a dog. Okay, in that illustration, you can really see our hidden little critters because they're not so hidden. I told little sister not to bug us, but H said it was okay. He even played tea party with her and Kitty, and he let her win at checkers too. So boys and girls, how do you feel when you have a friend over and one of your siblings wants to play with them? Yeah, a lot of times there's like a lot of disagreements, right? But H is like, it's okay. It's okay. Can you see my hidden critters? They're there. When it was time for dinner, he helped me set the table, even though it was my chore. And then he helped Dad barbecue the burgers. H said he never gets to help with dinner at his house. So why do you think he doesn't get to help? Yeah, because he's got a maid and a butler that do all that kind of stuff. Can you see my critters? Raise your hand if you have the chore of setting the table or cleaning up the dishes. Yeah, I used to have to do that when I was little. I used to have to put the knives, the forks, and the spoons out. Oh my gosh, take a look at all their food. All right, your choice is a grilled hamburger or a grilled hot dog. Raise your hand if you like grilled hamburgers. Yeah, my hand is raised. I like the grilled hamburgers. Hands down. Raise your hand if you like grilled hot dogs. Yeah, I like them, but my favorite are the grilled hamburgers. Look at his grandmother. What is she doing to him? He didn't even mind when Grandma and Grandpa asked him tons of questions and when Grandma patted him on the head. He said he never sees his grandparents because they live so far away. So look at his pool. Does he have a gigantic pool? No, he's got a little one. When it was time for H to go, our whole family went outside to say goodbye. You're so lucky, little critter, H said. I wondered what he meant, but then I looked around at my family, and all of a sudden I knew. Oh, so boys and girls, take a look at his shoes. He's got to carry his chewed up shoes all the way home. Can you find the little critters? Maybe I didn't have a super streak or a big fancy house and a maid to pick up my stuff, but what I did have was the best family in the whole world. Thank you, everybody, I yelled. Then I gave them all a great big hug. So this is a great lesson in appreciation and being grateful for what you have. Remember in the beginning of the story, little critter was so mad because what did he want? Yeah, he wanted that scooter, right? But he didn't have enough money for the scooter. But at the very, very end, it kind of shows him that you don't need all of the stuff. You don't need all the stuff. What you need are your family and your friends. Okay, before I get off this page, What are the two critters that Mercer Mayer hides in the book? Yeah, if you look at them, one is a spider that's there and one is a mouse. Yeah, so if you ever want to check out some Mercer Mayer books in your library, I am pretty sure that all libraries have the Mercer Mayer books. And then what you can do is you can kind of go through the books and you can see if you can see the extra little critters that he hides in each of his illustrations. It's just something special that he does. All right. I want you to think about, before we get off, one more thing. I want you to, in your head, think of one thing that you are grateful for. Think of one thing that you are grateful for and that you appreciate. My grateful is that your teacher takes the time to listen to these stories, because I really do like recording them. Okay, I will catch you the next time.